need the energy all the way up, all the way up, all the way up. I need the energy all the way up. From the bottom now, I'm blowing up.
Look at that. That is spectacular.
That's amazing.
I need the energy all the way up.
Oh, my goodness.
No, he didn't. Gentlemen, that's gorgeous.
Thanks for tuning in to the NBA on 2K Sports. It's Wednesday, Hump Day, and we're ready to bring you all the action. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. David Aldridge joins us from the sideline. And midway through the season now, the power rankings starting to show a more complete picture. Taking a look at Brooklyn, they've climbed all the way up to the second spot.
And you know, with the Knicks, they've claimed the top spot because they've earned it. Some people say they're playing above their heads. I think we're just starting to realize how good this team is.
And let's go straight over to David Aldridge for a report before the tip-off. Hey, Dave.
Kevin, thank you. Kevin Durant is a champion, but he said, growing up, I never thought about titles. I just wanted to be the best player I could be. When I got to the league, I was listening to all the noise, and it was taking control of my mind. For me, mentally, I have to just focus on my craft. Guys, the results have flown since then.
Clearly. David, thank you. Greg, I think it's going to be a battle of the boards, a battle of rebounding. And you know what that's like. You played alongside some great rebounders.
Well, you know, Patrick Ewing, Charles Oakley. I mean, those guys got after it as well as anybody who's ever played.
And now the New York Knicks starters. Randall and Robinson make up the inside pair. Emmanuel quickly out there with Kemba Walker. And it's Barrett at the small forward. And for Brooklyn, the small and power forwards are Harris and Durant. Simmons is out there with Seth Curry. And it's Portis in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Now here's Walker. There's the pass to Quickly. And the first shot of the night for him, no good. Harris looking it over. Passes it to Portis. Great pass to set up the lay-in.
You know, with Harris, if you're open, he's going to make sure he finds you.
Walker with it, guarded now by Durant. And there's the call on Durant. That's his first foul. And stolen by Harris. And here comes Harris, leading the fast break. Lets it go from deep, drills the three-pointer.
You know, sometimes you just assume this shot is falling before it goes in. Durant's outside jumper is that deadly.
I find it really interesting to talk to KD about his origins. Says every memory he had growing up involved basketball. Skip prom and stuff like that. He was just focused on the game. That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Outside, Simmons. Pass to Harris. Jacks up a three. The Knicks pull it in. And Durant grew up in a tough environment. We all know that. Basketball, Greg, was the only way out.
As it has been for so many NBA players, you feel bad for guys with great talent who get derailed along the way. It takes so much hard work and discipline and luck just to have a chance at making it.
Walker finds Randall. Looking to end the run. Connects from three-point range.
And helping the team space the floor there. Randall with so much more confidence now from the outside.
Pass to Durant. With some arc, and the layup is up and in. KD's got 5.
How about that wonderful floater he has, showing off an exquisite touch.
Outside for Randall. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Randall can't get that one to fall. Simmons with it. Robinson picks him up. And there's KD. That's good on the assist by Simmons. That's 7 points for Kevin Durant. And Barrett has got the ball here for New York. Trailing here by 8. Walker dishes to Randall. And to get open is Robinson. Nice defense from KD.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
And Simmons slams it in.
Love the connection Simmons has with his teammates. I mean, once the lob is on its way, you know he's going to finish in style.
And Walker kicks to Barrett. Back to Walker. Harris against Barrett. Dishes to Robinson. Clock at 6. Back to Barrett. There's Walker with the 3. New York, no good that time either. Nets leading by 10. Portis with it. He's picked up by Walker. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Barrett wide open. He fires. Good on the triple.
Showing improvement in that aspect of his game. Barrett wants to get better firing off the catch.
And the first timeout called of the game for Brooklyn. Last time these two teams came together was also in this building. They were able to win it for the home fans.
And that was not an easy game for them. They barely hung on at the end of regulation before they were able to pull it out.
And it could turn out to be one of their biggest wins of the season. I mean, just because of the way they came through when it mattered most. That's clutch play that could serve them well going forward.
And a new group in for the Nets. Nicholas Claxton's checked in for Portis. Edwards comes in for Harris. Thomas checked in for Curry. Campazzo's subbed in for Durant. So New York going with almost an entire new group here. Nerlens Noel checks in for Robinson. Toppin comes in for Randall. Radish, he's checked in for Quickly. And Derrick Rose is subbed in for Kemba Walker. Campazzo.
2 minutes to play.
Derrick Rose grabs the miss. Knicks trail by 7. It's Barrett on the wing, and it's out of bounds. Last touch by Thomas.
Ball.
These players have been all about defense lately. Here are the steal leaders in the NBA this month. 5th on the list, Ben Simmons.
Really been fantastic defensively this run for him. He's had more than his share of steals, and now he's looking to get more.
Now, here's Barrett. He picked up 27 points in their last win against Miami.
And he was relentless in that one. I mean, he wanted to be the first to every rebound and almost was.
Campazzo. Nice D from Rose. New York's gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. We've got 1:28 left to play in the first quarter. Puts up a 3, and the Knicks hit again from deep.
3.
And you see the passing instincts Barrett has. Great at recognition out on the floor.
Campazzo, the pass to Thomas. That one, no good. And New York will come the other way. They come in fresh off a win against the Heat.
Well, it's easy to score when you're facing very little resistance. That's why their offense looks so good in that one.
Well, I think it was a combination of things, quite honestly, but the defense didn't really offer them a challenge all night. I agree with that.
It's the Nets now, following the score by New York. And there's the pass to Simmons. Buries it down low.
Simmons muscling his way right into his shot. He gets the ball inside like that, it's almost a wrap.
Rose dishes to Noel. Here's Toppin. And a miss there on the triple. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. To the middle. Here's Edwards. It's blocked. So it looks like the Nets will retain possession here. How about that strong defensive performance for this half's Mobile 1 block?
Yeah, quick thinking pays off big. What a block.
We've got 22 seconds left in the first. Thomas finds Simmons. Sweet move. Blocked again. Barrett against Thomas. Toppin, no one around him. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. 1 second left. And no good on the last second attempt this time. And that concludes the first quarter of play. Nets lead by 4. And the second quarter about to get started. We'll be back in just a moment. And we've seen the improvement for the Knicks under Coach Tom Thibodeau. His star, Julius Randle, defines Tibbs' approach.
He genuinely cares about you as a human being, as a person. He wants to see you really excel as a player, and he knows that the only way to do that is through the grind, through hard work, through putting the hours and the effort in day after day. So that's his thing. He's going to push you in practice, push you in workouts. And he's your biggest fan when you're out there on the court.
He is indeed in that effort and grittiness, something we've seen from Thibodeau's teams over the years.
And Knicks fans recognize that brand of basketball. You think back to the years with Ewing and Oakley in the middle, it fits at the Big Apple.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And guys, what stands out to you from the Nets in this one?
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, look at the energy, the effort defensively. They put it all out there in that opening quarter.
We've got Durant. He's out there with Edwards. And it's Thomas in at the shooting guard. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn.
And despite the hot start from beyond, they've gotten away from shooting the triple.
And trailing in this game, now is not the time to start playing conservatively. I mean, if you've got an open look from deep, let it go. I mean, you've got to play freely and with confidence.
Here is Durant, following the basket by Julius Randle. 6 on the shot clock, takes the 13-footer. Thomas, no good. Knicks trail by 4. Quickly, kicks to Walker. Down low. Here's Randle, got a piece of it.
And the shots just continue to say no in terms of falling.
Thomas passes to Edwards. The Nets working the ball around now. Now here's Durant. He's covered closely. Drills the elbow jumper. Durant's got 11 points. And Greg, when it comes to load management, why do we see more of it now than when you play?
Well, for me, the science of sport has evolved, and it's not just the athlete, it's the technology and the science that goes into making a better athlete. That's why you're seeing load management far more acceptable to the masses now, understanding that this is about the long game.
And the basket is good.
He's a big reason why they have the lead right now. He's made all of his field goal attempts thus far and remains hot from the floor.
And Walker kicks to Reddish. And he's good on the 3 ball. Reddish has got himself on the board with 3 there.
And the floor awareness of Walker impressive there as he got the ball to the open man.
Durant up top. 11 points for him in that last game against Phoenix. No good. That's just his first miss in 7 shots. And so it's Randle bringing it up now for New York. It's a 5-point game. It's a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, the Brooklyn Nets are creating a fresh legacy. Kevin Durant says it's new energy. We're one of the first teams in Nets history where fans are expecting us to do good things. The basketball culture is deep in Brooklyn, and they're looking for a team to latch on to. Well, guys, it looks like they found a good one.
I agree, David. Thanks.
All right, who's coming onto the court? Come on, get loud for your Brooklyn Nets.
And a new group in for the Nets. Portis, he's checked in for Durant. Harris comes in for Edwards. Seth Curry, he's checked in for Thomas. And Simmons subbed in for Campazzo. Mitchell Robinson's checked in for the Knicks. Rose comes in for Kemba Walker. Last game for Brooklyn, they picked up the W against the Suns. Rose passes to Quickly. And there's a whistle, and that's going to go on Simmons. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played. Outside Rose. Going inside. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Boy, this is peak Rose at his best. An attacking, slashing guard who breaks down the defense easily.
Simmons dishes to Curry. Portis kicks to Curry. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It's on Mitchell Robinson.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Blatant contact. Straightforward call. Simple.
Curry. And out the line. Shooting 2.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The free throw drops for Curry.
And just like his brother Steph, Seth is an impressive bucket getter. I mean, somebody whose role is to shoot and score the ball.
And both free throws good for Curry.
Already a very confident player. Knocking down those free throws only fuels that.
Rose against Simmons. Back to Rose. Robinson a screen on Simmons. Here's Rose. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
His first foul. Team.
And a moment here to look at the numbers for Ben Simmons. He's around 10 points per game, 4 assists, and 3 rebounds. The real story, though, is how big of an impact he makes on the defensive end.
Absolutely. I mean, he's a lockdown guy for him, both on the ball and when helping out.
First free throw is good.
Well, I tell you what, this guy gives you everything he's got when he's out there, and that's what you love about Derrick Rose, how fierce he is as a competitor.
Rose hits them both. Clark, you had excellent handles for a front court player. How much of a benefit is it for a big man to be comfortable with the dribble, with the ball in his hands?
I think it's so valuable. And now it's a dozen to a dozen big guys can put it on the ground. I mean, it used to be 2 out of a dozen guys you'd see 6, 8 or better that could really handle the ball in my day. But now it's commonplace, and it's a valuable skill. My dad, my late dad, emphasized that from the time I started playing organized basketball. Make sure you can go with the ball where you want to against pressure. If you can do that, then you'll always add value to your team as a big man.
That's tipped. 1:35 left in the first half. Curry kicks to Simmons. He takes it in, and there's the big-time jam as he slams it right over Toppin.
You know, whenever Simmons gets a chance to show off his insane bounce, he takes advantage of it, really demonstrating how lethal he is in the air.
Awesome rewind, courtesy of the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Rose passes to Reddish. And the Knicks miss again. Nets leading by 7. On the wing, Harris. No points in the game yet for him. Yep, that one goes.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth, physical basketball, guys.
T-shirt. Come on, everybody. We got T-shirts for everybody. That's your Brooklyn Nets.
Noel's checked in for the Knicks. R.J. Barrett comes in for quickly.
Make some noise, fans.
And here we have a rundown of the players you don't want on you when you're putting up a shot. The leaders in blocks over the last month. Number 1, Mitchell Robinson.
And guys, as the month has unfolded, his interior defense has gotten better and better.
Knicks trail by 9. Right side Rose. Reddish. Those 3-pointers off the mark. The Nets have gone 6 of 9 in the second quarter. Some good work from the field. Curry kicks to Portis. Pass to Simmons. Here's Harris. And that one hits back iron. And Barrett has got the ball here for the Knicks. There's Noel.
Really like the recognition by Noel. Feeling the contact coming and then going right into his shot immediately.
First trip to the line for him here.
And he's at nearly 90% from the free throw line this season, so having a terrific year.
He's been a completely different guy at the line this season. I mean, last year, you weren't sure what you were going to get when he got to the stripe. There's no way we could have expected such a huge increase in those free throw percentage numbers.
The first one falls.
The former Kentucky Wildcat Noel is a phenomenal defensive player who's really starting to find himself on offense as well.
Looking at who's out there now for the Nets. Kevin Durant comes in for Portis, and Thomas subbed in for Seth Curry. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
Yeah, in this quarter, they've had the right approach, driving and drawing, initiating contact, create opportunities, get to the line.
Yeah, I like everything you said there, because when all else fails, if you can get to the stripe, that's really a good way to change the momentum in the game, because you get points and you also slow down the opponent because the game isn't going up and down as much.
Rose passes to Barrett. Yes, and it's Rose with the assist that time. Barrett's got his 3rd basket of the night.
Rose, a very solid floor general. I think that's an underrated part of his game. He's excellent at finding his teammates.
A nice shot by Katie.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
You know, that's how it goes with him. I mean, his hot streak guys don't last minutes, they last days.
And so it's Brooklyn, ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. Their shooting has been the big key. Their percentage from the field so far has been terrific. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks very much, Tibbs. Going against a high-powered offense like this, I know you have your work cut out for you at the defensive end.
Yeah, you know, they're tough to guard. They put a lot of pressure on you. You can't make body position mistakes. We've got to make sure we try to make them work for the points.
We'll see if you can be more effective in the second half. Thanks. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David, for that interview. And we'll see you back here after the break for 3rd quarter basketball.
Welcome in for halftime. And what's on tap, you ask? I can answer. So far, it's been a nice outing for the Brooklyn Nets.
And the game plan they went with was very clear. It was centered around scoring inside. Pound that ball inside, pound it in the paint, try to get the high percentage shot. And because of this assertive attitude, they've got the edge where it counts on the scoreboard.
All right, guys, now let's take a look at the possible dunk contest participants. All these guys, high flyers.
And we're getting a better idea of how the field of the dunk contest might shape up. And every one of these guys can jump out of the gym.
Look, it takes more than that to win this event. Jeez, you get a 7, man. Anyway, you got to have big ideas, Kenny. You got to have the wow factor. Yeah, that's right. I said a 7.
I don't know what you're talking about, Shaq.
And enough of our shenanigans. It's time to send you back courtside for the second half.
Shenanigans. You know what, Shaq? You're a world-class rapper, platinum albums, blah, blah, blah. Can you rap the word shenanigans in a rap?
Of course. You ready?
I'm ready.
let me introduce you to my two favorite friends. That's right, baby, we're back with our shenanigans. The pandemic ends and the fans come again. Back to b-ball, y'all been famishing.
Ooh, drop the mic. Bars.
That was solid.
Bars.
Thank you, Ernie. Thank you, Ernie.
We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. What a game we're seeing from Kevin Durant.
The way he was able to finish on the block was incredible there in that first half.
Yeah, you know what? I think he's doing exactly what he has to do. Using his body, shaking off contact, and then finishing at the rim.
Here's Simmons. He has 6. And New York, looking at who they've got. In the forward positions, Barrett and Randall. Kemba Walker is out there with Emmanuel quickly. And it's Robinson in at the 5 down low. Knicks trail by 9. And given Robinson's upside coming out of college, it was a little bit of a surprise that he fell to the second round.
And he's more of a classic big. It won't stretch the floor. You're not going to run the offense through him. But, boy, you can't teach size and athleticism. And that's what he brings to the party.
Here's Portis after New York gets the 3. Portis sets the pick for Curry. Driving to the basket. Robinson with the block. To the inside. And it's Robinson with the jam.
Oh, I love watching him flush it home, showing how easily he can get off the ground and bang it.
Nets leading by 4. Outside, Simmons. Here's Portis. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
Play in the paint has gone almost entirely all their way.
The Nets have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2.
And really, they haven't been able to differentiate themselves from the free throw line on the season at about 76%.
Yeah, it's been a very frustrating season for them in that regard, guys.
Here's what Brooklyn's going with right now. Edwards, he's checked in for Harris. Campazzo's subbed in for Ben Simmons. Knicks trail by 7. And it's Walker penetrating, and he banks in the layup. Walker's got his first basket of the night.
That's an aspect of Walker's game that I like. I mean, his ability to use the dribble drive and score on the move, nice.
To the middle, stolen by Robinson. There's the drive, and Randall throws it down.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
You know, those kinds of plays can be difference makers, game changers, momentum shifters, especially in a close contest where 1 or 2 possessions can impact the outcome.
And Mitchell Robinson is going to pick up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. And New York making a change here. Noel's checked in. Curry finds Portis. Outside Edwards. Shot clock at 5. The 15-footer. Curry's shot is off.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Yeah, tit for tat on the glass. Just one more aspect of what's been a very closely contested ball game here.
That evens the score. Randall's got 5 points now this quarter.
His performance today has just been so important. What a luxury to have a guy that's that dependable.
Now here's Curry. He's averaging around 5.5 points a game. Outside Edwards. Out to the right wing. Campazzo, he's covered by Noel. New York's gone past the three-point line for 13 of their shots, 6 of 13. Randall no good. The Nets have gone only 1 of 5 from the field since halftime. Very slow start offensively. Barrett against Curry. He dishes it to Edwards. Over Walker. And again, no good by Brooklyn. And here are the Knicks. They're on a 12-3 run. And there's the call on Curry. That's his first foul. So for the Nets, Nicholas Claxton comes in for Portis, and Thomas subbed in for Seth Curry. And the Knicks making a change here as well. Reddish, he's checked in for Quickly. Now, here's Barrett. He has 7, kicks it to Noel. Outside, Walker. To the left side wing. And the wide open shot from Reddish. The shot's good on the assist by Walker. Walker's got 3 assists in the game. Nets trail by 3. Now a timeout call by Brooklyn. And defensively, no matter the size of the man he's guarding, Walker really puts up a fight.
Some smaller guards pretend to battle. Walker will bang with you, try to front you, pull on your jersey, whatever it takes. He backs down from no one.
Derrick Rose is checked in for the Knicks. And let's take a look at the last handful of seasons and the steal numbers for Ben Simmons.
And when you see the tumble his steal totals have taken the last few years, you can see that he's gotten away from playing the kind of gritty, hard-nosed D he was known for. That's an aspect of his game he needs to get back.
We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now. Edwards passes to Campazzo. Can they get it? And he sinks the layup.
No defensive pressure at all. I mean, that's not going to get it done against him.
And so it's Rose who brings the ball up for the Knicks. Since halftime, they've only allowed 5 points. It's stolen. Outside Durant.
Last 2 minutes to play. Third quarter.
Thomas against Barrett. Right at the free throw line. Randall grabs the board. New York's gotten the 3 ball working for them in the second half. They've hit 3 out of 3 shots from long range. Nets have gone just 25% from the field here in the second half. They're 2 of 8. Pass to Durant. Poked away. He kicks to Thomas. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. New York's gotten a positive outcome on 7 of their 14 three-pointers in this game. Not bad at all. And that one's good. Noel.
Tell you what, guys, the aggressiveness on defense just hasn't been there this half. Not like it was in the first.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
And it's Barrett penetrating. Outside for Randall. For 3. That shot off.
Hey, how about imagining if they were hitting their shots, how big the lead could be. But so far, that's not been the case.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
For New York, they've gone 7 of 10 on their field goal attempts here in the third. Now here's Rose. Outside for Randall. Bangs home the trifecta. Randall's got a pair of 3s now here in the third for the Knicks.
Yeah, that's too good a look to give them from behind the arc.
Pass to Claxton. Randall against Durant. Outside Thomas. Edwards a screen on Barrett. Here's Thomas. Out to Edwards. Pocket 2 over Barrett. And he didn't get quite enough under that one.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Here's Randall, and Randall throws it down.
You know, guys, every year Randall seems to improve as a scorer. He's looking more and more confident, more comfortable out there scoring the ball.
Julius Randall getting it done for New York. He's been a major threat from three-point range. Got 2 of them to fall in that quarter. We come back right after this. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, and with the accuracy to go along with that vision. I mean, he put the ball in the absolute perfect spot. That's how you orchestrate it.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far with this fourth quarter. Sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. They've got Joe Harris. Thomas is out there with Ben Simmons. And it's Portis in at the 5. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. And now here comes Simmons leading the break. And the shot goes down.
Sensational speed by Simmons, trucking it down the court and beating everybody.
Right side to Walker. Now the pass to Quickly. From outside, off the mark. Nets trail by 4. And there's the feed to Thomas. Can't connect from short range. Here's New York. For 3, Barrett. It's hauled in by Claxton. Claxton's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. They get it again. Thomas off on the layup.
And he has lost all confidence out there. Still not a single field goal made in the game.
Snatched up. And that one's good. Quickly's got the lead up to 6 now for New York.
And offensively, they seem to have turned a corner.
Yeah, I don't know if it's coincidence or not, but a much better half since they changed hoops. And they're really looking strong here.
Portis kicks to Thomas. Thomas with another miss.
He is 0 for his last however many this quarter, guys. Might need to get him out and let him settle down a bit here.
To the paint. Out to the wing. 2nd minute off the clock now in the 4th. On the wing, Harris. Shot clock at 6. No one covered.
Really good to see Harris playing with that kind of confidence because, these shots will only help him get better.
Time out. New York. Who wants a t-shirt? Come on. I want to hear you. Who, let's go. All right, look who's coming onto the court. Come on. Get loud for your Brooklyn Nets.
Curry's checked in for Thomas. On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. I listened to Tom Thibodeau talking to his team during the break. He's encouraged where they are at this point in the game, but he told his guys things can turn in a blink. What we need to do is execute the rest of the way. So we'll see if they can finish this one off, Kevin.
Thanks so much, David. And we're around 2 minutes into the 4th quarter here. Walker the pass to Quickly. And again, it's the Knicks missing. Nets trail by 3. And Harris wide open. He shoots. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
And it's official. They have come all the way back. At one point, this thing seemed to be out of reach.
I did not think they had enough clock to get all the way back, but here they are. And now they've got to feel like they're in control of this thing.
The Nets have gone 3 of 7 from the floor in the 4th. That's a 42% mark in the quarter. Simmons on the wing. Outside Portis. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Curry. Off the left rim and out. The Knicks shooting at 44%. Pretty reasonable. Barrett finds Randall. Back to Barrett. Randall outside. Inside. Walker the pass to Randall. And it's blocked. Harris against Barrett. Curry on the wing. To take the lead, Simmons. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Kemba Walker picks one up.
Simmons doing a nice job being physical, taking the foul and still getting the shot up.
And the free throw is good. Now leading by 1.
You know, Ben Simmons has shouldered a lot of criticisms about his game, but, you know, I love the fact that he keeps his head down and just works hard and continues to mature as an outstanding all-around player.
But we only give it a minute to the loudest fans. You want one? Let's go! All right, look who's coming onto the court. Come on, get loud for George.
The Nets making a switch here. Durant's checked in. And Simmons drops them both. And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. To the inside, taken away. Passes it to Durant. Shoots over Walker. And again, it's the Nets missing.
And that's really just not heads-up basketball. Don't try a fadeaway when nobody's guarding you.
Harris dishes to Curry. Robinson with the block. Quickly with it. Outside, Walker. Robinson sets a screen for Walker. Down low. It's intercepted. To the paint. Here's KD. That shot, no good. Randall with some nice D. Barrett inside the three-point line. That one's off, still out of sync. And here's Simmons. He'll bring it up for Brooklyn. They've led by as much as 10. Curry outside. Here's Harris. And they convert it last on attempt number 3.
And, you know, not normally the guy you see crashing the boards there, but Harris giving some extra effort on the rebound.
Portis, he's checked in for Brooklyn. Derrick Rose is checked in for New York. And there's the drive. That is good. And the Nets lead is cut down to just 2 points in the bucket from Robinson.
We all know how Rose can score the ball, but sometimes I think we dismiss how good of a passer he is.
Durant kicks to Simmons. To the middle. Here's Portis. Robinson with the block. And he's able to get it back. Nice shot by Portis. There's a minute left in the fourth. And it's Rose penetrating. It counts. And he has brought them to within 2 points.
Boy, right now it's really tough to stop Rose.
Brooklyn's gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. Here's Durant. Here's Randall to take the lead. And Simmons with the rebound.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
And he's got to find other ways to contribute then, because his shot making is not happening right now.
And Rose wide open. He shoots. Knocks down the trifecta.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
Well, that was 1-2. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot.
We're giving T-shirts to the loudest section in the building. Come on, who wants it? Get loud. All right, he's coming onto the court. Come on, get loud for George. Brooklyn.
Simmons with it. Picked up by Barrett. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Step back shot. A shot by KD. No good.
Nothing's going his way since the horn. I mean, looks like he used up all his makes in the last quarter.
Had to foul, and on that occasion to stop the clock. That's the enemy in this situation.
And you know what? Who knows? If he misses at the stripe, and they're right there within range. You know, late game free throws are a lot different than early game free throws in terms of making.
Go to the intentional foul. His shot was hindered by that momentous mobile one block.
And this is why coaches stress the importance of defense. Big block there in this close game.
Shooting two.
He hits the first one, and that will put them up by 2. Second one is good. Hitting both at the line, and it's a 3-point game.
Yeah, how about the nerves there? Those free throws put them in a very good position. 3 points clear.
Stolen by Robinson, and now they foul and stop the clock.
No choice but to foul there, but he's probably the last guy you want to see on the line.
But there was no time really to be selective. Stopping the clock was the priority.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
It's the first, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. So he gets them both, and it's a 5-point game.
I think it's a wrap. When the game's on the line, he knows how to deliver the crushing blow.
It's Durant on the wing to halt the run. No good there. And so it's the Knicks with the win. They seem to relish their role as the bad guy here tonight.
You know, Kevin, I sense that as well. I mean, they really did feed off all of that negative energy this crowd was directing at them. I mean, they turned it around and used it as motivation to close out a significant win.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Derek, congrats on the win tonight. What do you think was the ultimate factor?
Just playing defense. Our defense turned into offense, and it worked out for us tonight. We definitely don't want to be in that situation, but we just fall away back into the game.
Yeah, you hung in there and were able to come back and overcome the deficit. Thanks, Derek. Back to you, Kevin.
David, thank you as always. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. As New Balance presents our player of the game, Julius Randle.